What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my reaction to Lil Nas X's newest video that was released last week called Montero, Call Me By Your Name. So I was looking on Instagram. I was going through, that shade room. I follow them on Instagram. That's how I get all my celebrity news. And I noticed that Lil Nas X had released this new video. So I watched the video, and there seemed to be a lot of controversy around the video. And I was wondering, of course, why is that? So I'm watching the video, and the video starts out with Lil Nas X seeming to be in the Garden of Eden. There is the huge snake that's, kind of rolling through the grass, and then you see Lil Nas X underneath the tree. So that's what made me feel like it was the Garden of Eden. But anyway, so the video progresses, and seems like he's in this sort of like Greek court, like in a coliseum. He's shackled up, and there are like 5 judges, it seems to be, in blue wigs and blue outfits, and it seems like they are saying no to him, or he's guilty, or something of that nature. Then Lil Nas X begins to elevate, or levitate rather, into the sky, towards the sky. And then this huge pole, seems like a stripper pole, descends from the heavens, it seems as though. And then Lil Nas X grabs onto the pole and slides all the way down. And he's going down for a while now. And then he lands into this very, very dark place, which I'm assuming is supposed to be hell, or I'm going to go in and say it's supposed to be hell. So it shows this sort of kind of a city. And so he walks into this building, and then at the end of the building, or inside of the room that he enters, he sees what seems to be the devil. The devil that is sitting on his throne. And Lil Nas X approaches him, and Lil Nas X proceeds to do some sexual maneuvers on him, and trying to portray maybe that he's having sex with the devil, of something of that sort. That's just the kind of thing that I got from that. That's the only thing that I could come up with, after seeing that. So there seems to be a lot of backlash concerning this particular video, and I completely understand why there would be backlash. However, I think there is a method to Lil Nas X's madness. And so Lil Nas X actually tweeted something very important, in my opinion, after the release of this video. And his tweet states, "I spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of the SHIT. Y'all preached would happen to me because I was gay. I hope you are mad, stay mad, feel the same anger you teach us to have towards ourselves." So Lil Nas X is coming from this place of saying, you told me that I'm going to hell all of my life. So you know what? I'm going to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a middle finger in the faces of all those who have talked down to him, of all those who have said negative things about him concerning his sexuality, or because of his sexuality. And so, this is his way of saying, I'm giving you guys whatever it is that you wanted. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Lil Nas X is a very young man. I believe he's still in his early 20s. So, he still has a little bit of growing to do. But as an artist, you are free to do whatever it is. Well, some artists are free to do whatever it is that they choose to do, to express their artistic expressions. And so I completely understand where Lil Nas X is coming from. As a fellow gay man, I want to say that, I'm proud of Lil Nas X of breaking the barrier there are no other relevant gay rappers out there other than Lil Nas X. Of course, there are gay rappers out there, but none are as high profile as Lil Nas X is. So I'm completely so proud of him for being brave enough to come out at the peak of his success last year. So on the other hand, I would have to say that, if I were Lil Nas X and I was doing the video, instead of going to hell, then I'd rather see Lil Nas X take himself to heaven. Because to me, that would be so much more impactful. It would say so much more, and it would actually debunk those claims that have been said about the gay community, or the LGBTQ plus community rather, for so long, that we are going to hell, that we are, we put God's name to shame, or whatever it is that they want to say concerning us. So it would have been so much more beautiful if Little Nas X had taken himself to heaven, hanging out with the disciples and, talking to Paul and, maybe toasting with Mary, the mother of Jesus. And, maybe even at the end of the video, seeing Little Nas X and Jesus riding on horses side by side, going back to his Old Town Road days. And, just going off into the sunset and showing that we are accepted, showing that we are affirmed by God. So, I understand why there is so much said about this video. However, I completely understand where Little Nas X is coming from, what his point of view is, and why he would do something like this. But like I said, instead of going to hell, I would have rather have seen Little Nas X go to heaven to show little boys and little girls who find themselves questioning their sexuality to say, hey, if this is what I am, then I'm going to be okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, y'all.